Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing awesome tonight. So we had some things happen, which I'll tell you about here in a minute. Let me turn down the police scanner. We basically have our first project. You guys cannot see me. I need to pull into some more light so you guys can actually see me. Not that that helps a whole lot. Anyway, so we had some vandalism in the area, and cars were getting vandalized. Happened to several vehicles. So we got contacted by some residents in the area that asked if we wouldn't. Why is our camera shut off again? There we go. I'm trying to get this new webcam or dash cam to stay connected, and for some reason it keeps disconnecting. It is being a pain in the butt, honestly. Come on now. There you go. Anyway, as I was saying, we had some reports of vandalism in the area, so we were asked to patrol and see if we could catch anything. So we put surveillance up the other night and had surveillance cameras out rolling all night. Didn't capture anything that night, but it being Friday night and I am off, so I decided I'm going to get in uniform and make my rounds and kind of keep an eye on the area. So that is what we're doing right now. Gordon says, suspect is a white male, approximately 25 years old, with dark hair, wearing a dark short sleeve shirt and blue jeans with work boots. Okay, thank you for that information. 10-4. Officer 001 copy. Anyways, it is nice to get out on patrol. Me and Jordan both were able to get in uniform earlier. We've already made a couple of rounds. I was actually going to go live with Jordan, but he had to race off to work. He's got to work over at Amazon tonight. So as for right now, it is just me on duty and seeing what I can capture, if anything, tonight. So I figure, hey, good chance to get out here, be a presence in the community, and, you know, never know, maybe we'll stumble across something. Anyway, what happened the other night, amongst some other types of vandalism, one of the reports was that somebody had taken human feces, I am not kidding you, human feces, and they had pooped on the ground, just like they dropped their drawers and just pooped by somebody's vehicle. And then we got another report that potentially the same suspect had toilet paper or paper towels or rags and had wiped themselves and then wiped it on a vehicle. So I don't know. Personally, I have dubbed them the Phantom Pooper. That is my name for them. So we're kind of keeping an eye on the area, looking for the Phantom Pooper. The other thing is, which honestly goes along with this charge, is there's reports of potentially the same person or persons dumping trash on or around vehicles, which in the state of Kansas is a miscellaneous misdemeanor. It is an arrestable offense according to Kansas state statute, so it is one thing that we are actually able to make an arrest on. So if we see that happening, it is criminal littering. That's what it's called in the state of Kansas. So if we see anybody doing that, we can actually make a citizen's arrest. That is where we get our arrest authority from. So it is an arrestable offense. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I feel like we haven't got to live stream a whole lot last few weeks. See, this is where Gordon's lights really come in handy. We got Gordon's lights, we got Travis's medical bag back there. He supplied us, so don't see any human feces on the vehicles. So that's a good sign. Yeah, I have been dying to live stream with you guys. You know what? Let's take a pass over here to the left. Spencer says good. Gordon says catch that perp. Got a guy in a semi truck over here. Looks like he's parked overnight. Could that be the random pooper? You don't know. Honestly, the poop incident happened one time. But it did happen to a few vehicles, so personally, I kind of suspect that it could be a truck driver that was parking in the area and had to go really bad and did not realize that there's a porta potty not far from here. But I don't understand. Like, it still makes no sense to me. Even if it was a truck driver that had to really go. I mean, seriously, is he gonna wipe poop on a vehicle? Like, why would he do that? Like, I don't understand the motive. Like, if you wipe human feces on a vehicle, like, you have a problem. That's all there is to it. Not that you don't have a problem if you're taking a squat in the middle of the parking lot. I mean, seriously. You've either got a real perp, as Gordon puts it, or somebody with some serious issues. But no, honestly, usually when you have, like, it's smeared on vehicles, things like that, usually you're dealing with, like, a retaliation situation, like somebody's upset at a person and they're just trying to get back at them, that sort of thing, so. GT Semi. Spencer says it's funny. Are you the phantom pooper? That's what we need to do. We need to put out like a, what do they call that? Public information statement or whatever. Put out a release to the public, which honestly I did on Facebook. I didn't go into detail about the feces, but until people asked. But we should seriously do like a press release, you know, asking for the public's help in catching the phantom pooper here in Johnson County. But as you guys can see, we have a beautiful, sexy looking push bumper on the front of this car. We have a full brush guard now, thanks to Jordan and Aya's hard work the other day. I actually got heat sickness. I was like so sick after being out all afternoon working on that push bumper. We had to take the whole front off of the car, and then we had to take the whole bumper off, everything apart, and then install this thing to the frame of the vehicle. So this thing's like ready to roll. Like, we had to pit maneuver somebody, we could pit maneuver him now in this vehicle. If we had to push a tree out of the road, we could do it in this vehicle. So it's really nice, but it was a lot of work. So yeah, there is our porta potty over here to the right. That apparently the phantom pooper didn't realize was over here. See, he's probably just misguided. We just need to talk to him. Be like, you do realize that you're squatting like 300 yards from a porta potty, like around the corner? But it still doesn't explain why he would smear it on a vehicle. Like, I don't get that. The guy's got to seriously have some issues. And not just one vehicle, but we're talking like several vehicles here. So, yeah. Anyway, apparently this guy's got a problem. Gordon says, awesome on the push bar. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really feel it turned out good. And honestly, it was Jordan that talked me into going ahead and doing the full wraparounds on it. I was originally just going to do the center push bumper part, which most of the law enforcement agencies around here do. However, he made a good point. The wraparound, Highway Patrol's using wraparound now, and you have quite a few others that are starting to do it. It really is handy. You have damage in the road, or you're having to pit maneuver somebody. You know, even if you pit somebody, or you're pushing a car out of the roadway, you know, traffic hazard, whatever, what usually ends up happening is you still have damage to your corner headlight area, because, you know, once you push that car, a lot of times it'll spin around and actually hit your fender. So it actually is very handy to have a wraparound on it. But as for right now, I think we're just gonna pull over here, just turn our marker lights on, kind of keep an eye on the area, and connect with you guys. So I'll have to get this picture of us in this new uniform. We just got it back from Galls. This is the brand new police style uniform we have. Got the patches. I just got this shoulder mic in today. So it syncs with our new GMRS radios, which have like a 36-mile range on them. We're still working the bugs out on that whole ordeal, because we did a little testing of them today, and we were getting like a half-mile range on these radios, which is not good for GMRS. GMRS is 36 miles line of sight. Unless you have a mountain or a lot of hills obstructing your path of that signal, you know, it'll go 36 miles. Supposedly, these radios have the capability to go from here to downtown Kansas City, which is about 35, 36 miles out. Actually, a little less. So, honestly, they're very good radios. We really only need them to reach about 30 miles to cover all of Johnson County here. So anyway, and we did find out that the ham radio, the quad band unit that we have in the car for storm chasing, can actually be synced to our radio channel on here. So it pushes out about 50 watts power on the ham radio unit. So if we can sync them up, we'll have about 50 watts power to work with. That's going to send us out, like, honestly, I can't even imagine. We'd probably get a 100-mile range on that at 50 watts. So I think it was Gordon that was telling me a while back, like years ago, that he had like a lot of power. I forget how many watts he had on this CB, and he had it running like 300 miles or something. It was crazy. So anyway, we're kind of doing the same thing with GMRS. We got to be a little careful because there's some FCC regulations on it. We do have to license it to our agency, so that's something I'm working on right now behind the scenes. I'm a busy woman, let me tell you. I am like, it is insane. Like, I'm doing office management, I'm leading up the marketing for our company. Like, I've been in charge of equipment ordering for the most part. But, ooh, speaking of that, I should show you guys the new vest we got. That was one project that Jordan had actually headed up. Was he took the lead on designing our reflective vest that we're going to use in the event of like a motor vehicle accident, if we're out taking care of storm damage, something like that. Obviously we're in a black uniform, it's not going to be good for being out of the vehicle being seen. So Spencer says, do you have an earpiece? I do not, but I wonder if we have it in here somewhere. No, we don't. Jordan has 3 that he picked up that will sync with these radios, and they're the FBI style clear coil earpieces that you see a lot of officers wear these days. Jordan prefers the earpieces. Obviously there's a lot of benefits to it. You know, if you're out with a suspect and you're radioing back to dispatch or another officer, you don't necessarily want them hearing that, okay, hey, this is the suspect we dealt with last week, or we just heard the suspect's got a warrant. That's the last thing you want the suspect to hear audibly. So there are a lot of benefits to the earpiece. Personally, I prefer just having the shoulder mic, because I can turn the radio down just to where I can hear it, but maybe other people can't, type of thing. But yeah, I'm going to carry a shoulder mic, and I think Jordan and our other officer that's coming aboard, I think are going to do the clear earpieces and go that route. So it's honestly pretty cool. Gordon asks, are you allowed to carry? Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, for those that don't know, we just got finished talking to Olathe, Lenexa. We talked to the city attorney for Olathe PD, or the city of Olathe. We talked to the city attorney for Lenexa and the city attorney for Overland Park, Kansas. And all 3 cities have verified with our department that the Class A uniforms are accepted. We can open carry firearms here. They used to have a city ordinance against it. However, due to the state law changing, they have repealed that. So currently it is legal to open carry within Johnson County, Kansas. There's only one town that I know of that's kind of challenging that, but it's kind of out of our patrol area anyway. So yes, so I am packing. I have 31 rounds of ammunition at the ready. I have a threat level 3 bulletproof vest with a shock plate for shotgun rounds, things like that. So yeah, I have a taser, I have pepper spray, handcuffs. We got the whole bit. So definitely well prepared at this point. Oh my god, you guys gotta hear this. Gordon says he was running 1,000 watts of power and talking all over the US. Oh my god, that is freaking illegal as hell. But that is hilarious. See, but you know, that's kind of how we, okay, so how I'm justifying this thing with our department is, yeah, GMRS, General Radio, whatever it stands for, GMRS, General Mobile Radio System or something. Anyway, it's a step above the family, the FRS family radio system, but they do have limited wattage. You have a little more that you can use on a base station just because it's got a roof mount antenna. So I think we can push like 25 watts. I don't know that 50 watts is legal. However, here's the way I see it. We're out at nighttime. There's hardly anybody using GMRS frequencies out here at night. Most people use the family talk, the FRS. Like local businesses like Amazon over here. You can kind of see Amazon over there in the distance. They're using FRS as far as I'm aware. As a matter of fact, we can probably pick up Jordan and his channels if I scan through them, but on these radios. But Because we can actually, this is a combined radio. It does FRS and it does GMRS, so we can actually pick up like local contractors. We can pick up, you know, hospital security, things like that on radios like this. But also we can switch to GMRS, which gives us the longer distance range. But here's how I justify it. There's not a whole lot of people that use GMRS overnight. There's not a whole lot that use it, period. And then on top of that, we're doing emergency service work. So, you know, I feel more justified personally in running 50 watts of power and even exceeding the recommended power just slightly if it's a life-threatening emergency. Because even the FCC acknowledges in the event of an emergency, you're allowed to break the rules. I mean, you are. If somebody's life is in danger, you can break the rules. You know, somebody that's unlicensed can use the radio to call for help. So I kind of justify using the higher power just because it's a safety issue with our officers. We need to be able to clearly communicate with each other to, you know, we're out here for general public safety. You know, somebody's house is getting broken into. Last thing I want is to go, oh shoot, my signal is staticky. I guess I'm just screwed because the FCC won't let me run more power. You know, I'm like, you know what? Screw that. We got to break in. We got officers en route. This is a public safety issue. We're going to run 50 watts. I'm sorry. You know, also the money we spent on this ham radio, I think it's going to come in handy because it can do crossband, which for you guys that may not know, that's a mobile repeater system. So we can actually sync these radios with the ham radio and use it as a mobile repeater. So say an officer is out, gets out of the vehicle, is talking to a subject, we can have these portable units synced to the base unit here in the car, where every time we key up the radio on portable, it will radio to the car where it will be sent out as a repeater with 50 watts power. These radios only do 5 watts. Once we sync them as a repeater, it'll do 50. So, you know, if we're out of the car in a building, have bad signal, you know, it'd be real easy to radio back and use the car as a mobile repeater. That way we can communicate all across the county. That way everybody's safe, you know, and everything else. So anyway, I just gave myself a thumbs up accidentally. I really don't mean to do that. Like, hey, I'm gonna give myself a thumbs up. No. Yeah, Gordon says top of my antenna was 93 feet off the ground in the top of a tree. That is freaking awesome. Last I heard for CB was 14 watts was the max for either mobile or base. I think you're pretty well on that one. Yeah, I don't think it's much more than like 14 watts. They really limit those CB radios. Let me see if I've got our new vest so I can show you guys. Actually, I'll tell you guys what, I'm just going to pull you guys back here. I'll show you. First of all, we have our little mascot here. We were able to revive him, as you can tell. Are you injured? Are you injured at all? Did we fix you? How about you say hi to everybody? Anyway, yeah, we have, this is Jordan's doing. He was asking, he's like, is this appropriate to have in the vehicle? Because we got this patrol car, you know, decked out, and we've got this bear in the back seat. And I'm like, hell yeah, it is. It's like our company mascot here. So Mr. Bear, he did have a name tag. I'm not supposed to show you guys this. Don't say anything. Yeah. Bear Roger Theodore is his name. So anyway, that is our company mascot if we get out on something, you know, kids are involved, we can show them Mr. Bear. So anyway, these are our new vests that we got in case we get into an accident, something like that. All this is reflective, highly reflective, even the lettering around there, but has public safety emergency services. But yeah, it's just a standard police style vest, but this was Jordan's doing. He took the lead on creating the vest for us, so we just got that in the other day. Also, if we're like off duty or something, or commuting between our other job and come up on an accident, you know, that'd be really handy to throw on and actually be able to help, or storm spotting or whatnot. So, but anyway, of course, there's our new brushed guard. So really happy how it turned out. Looks really sharp. Anyhow, yeah, I'm really happy with everything. So we got a chance to talk to some more of our neighbors the other day, and everybody we run across, they just assume this vehicle's another police unit at this point, especially with the brush guard on the front. So, especially seeing us out and about tonight, they were asking which department we work for, and you know, we let them know we're privatized, we're our own agency. So anyway, I'm happy with it. You know, we have a professional image, I think, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. So anyway, as far as other contracts and things with the company, we have right now about 50 homes or so that are interested in our services. We're having some technical issues with our registration form online, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm trying to work to fix that. Hopefully tonight I can have that fixed, but honestly, I think we've had a lot of good response from the community and actually wanting our services and wanting us to patrol their homes and businesses and things like that. So I definitely think this is a good opportunity as a new agencies, new organizations. So I'm really, really excited. We did, like I said, with the Phantom Pooper thing, as funny as it is, you know, we did actually make a public post on that, asking for the public's help, any suspicious sightings of persons or vehicles late at night in this general area of the city, you know, to let us know. And we got a great response from the community on Facebook groups, buy-sell trades, etc. So we had a lot of people responding and saying they're going to keep their eye out, double check their camera footage, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm really excited. This is good. So you guys know I've been itching to get back in law enforcement for years. As much as I love driving the semi-truck, and I really do, I really love it, but honestly, I'd be okay driving the semi part-time and doing this full-time, because I absolutely love law enforcement. And being able to bring you guys along is priceless. Like, I would not be able to do this if I was working for Latha PD, Lenexa PD. I wouldn't be able to bring you guys. So being able to own our own company and bring you guys along is just priceless to me. So Officer Anti-Drugs Bear. Hey, that's a good idea. He can be like our Dare Bear. I like that idea. So anyway, guys, I am going to go ahead and get back off of here. I'm going to probably make another round or two. I have our dash cam footage running 24/7. So anything that happens now that I miss and don't get a chance to like click the live button before all it happens, I will have everything captured on footage. What is that? I thought I saw a vehicle roaming around over there. Huh, maybe it's just the highway. Almost looked like a vehicle was driving around the parking lots up there. I don't know. It kind of looked distant. Maybe in the actual highway. It had its lights on. Anyway, guys, yeah, I am going to get it back off of here and get working on all of my business stuff for tonight. We've got to try to get some of the marketing done and try to actually close the deal on some contracts so we can start doing this more often. So, anyway, I love you guys. I will hopefully be live. I will be back in the semi-truck tomorrow night, so expect me live in the semi then. And other than that, I will holler at you guys if I run into anything. So you guys have an awesome night, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Love you guys.